3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, July 31st, 2018, the last day in July. Bitcoin keeping everybody on the edge of their seats, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. Bitcoin price, what next? What's happening? Are we tanking? Are we going to see new lows soon? That's what I want to talk about. Let's jump right in and look at a tweet that I just tweeted not long ago. I said July 14th to July 24th, up 37%. July 25th to now, down 10%. Deep breath, everyone. This could be very healthy, which is true. Or we could be at $5,000 next week, which is also true. And first off, that's really what we do on this channel is we look at the upside, we look at the downside, we evaluate our portfolios, and we make our decisions from there. Nobody in this market can predict what will happen next. Be careful if anybody says they can. So that was the first tweet. And then right after that, I tweeted a more technical analysis type of tweet, which was about the Fibonacci on Bitcoin daily chart. So Bitcoin Fibonacci on daily chart, most previous higher low to most previous swing high. That's what we're looking at. Important channel of support between $7,497, which is the 786, and 7710, which is the 618 Fibonacci. If Bitcoin does get a bounce in this range, it would be a classic and healthy higher low on daily. Completely true. So we can get a sense of what I was talking about in this tweet. You see Bitcoin kind of with this pullback here on the daily chart, and here's that 618 on Fibonacci to the 786 on Fibonacci. There is that channel right there. So until we break that channel, Bitcoin is looking completely fine, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. This is not financial advice. So we're going to look at that in a second. Before we do, I want to just start real quick at the weekly. I want to talk about the downside because when I go to the daily, we're probably going to talk more about the upside of Bitcoin right now. So the downside, I talked about this in the live stream. You might have been there. You might have seen this. If we are just seeing a new lower high on the weekly, if this is just a new lower high right here, and we're going to get a bounce down from here, which is a true possibility and something to anticipate, something to be prepared for. One thing that I noticed that could be bullish, a little bit longer term, could lead us, into October time, November time, would be a reverse head and shoulders possibly in play on the weekly, which a reverse head and shoulders on the weekly could be setting us up for, a huge breakout when the time comes, if the time comes. So if we see resistance right here, we get a bounce down. One thing we're going to talk about is this reverse head and shoulders possibly in play on the weekly. And, we're not going to do it now, but we'll have to start having a conversation of where is support on this chart. If we are to look to form a new shoulder, where's support? Where would it be? That could be an extremely bullish scenario. But again, this could lead us into October, November area before we see any type of nice forward bullish momentum. That's the downside scenario. Always something to be prepared for. Always something to just keep in your mind. I would go insane if I wasn't keeping these things in my mind, so that I can, I make my decisions completely based on these things. It's what I feel comfortable with. So that's the downside. Now let's look at the upside, Bitcoin on the daily chart, because right now, Bitcoin upside potential still completely 100% in play. Obviously, from these previous lows down here, we have this uptrend, right? And so the Fibonacci that I set up on the chart on the daily is really this lower high, this higher low right here to this swing high right here, and this pullback that we have right now. So the Fibonacci is from this higher low to the swing high, and here's our channel right here with the 618 and the 786. Very important area for Bitcoin support and also for Bitcoin resistance, if we're telling that story. So you can see right now on the daily chart, Bitcoin really just a small wick into that channel. The question is, over the next day or so, are we going to really test this? Or are we going to find support at the top of this channel? If we do find support anywhere in this channel, Bitcoin's still looking healthy because in reality, this is just going to be a higher low on Bitcoin on the daily chart, which is extremely healthy and it's extremely normal. So this 10% pullback that I tweeted about, right, after 37% gains, this 10% pullback is so normal in this market. I've seen already a bunch of tweets, negative tweets, bearish tweets. You know, we're going lower. We're going to see 5,000 soon. And, you know, I don't think that's the wisest thing to say after a 10% healthy pullback. And I say it's healthy because, I mean, if you look at the daily stock RSI, it really is, it's bringing us back down out of that overbought area. So you can see like July 25th, not long ago, not even a week ago, we were in that overbought area. Well, we're settling down, we're coming back down, we're consolidating, and this could set us up for a nice run. I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying I think it will. I'm just saying that so far from a technical analysis standpoint, Bitcoin is actually looking pretty healthy. So until we break this channel right here, I'm not too worried about anything. I'm not too worried about anything anyway, because I'm simply prepared for upside or downside. So I'm pretty comfortable with my portfolio right now, pretty comfortable with where we are. And I'm especially comfortable simply because I'm just long. I'm long on Bitcoin, right? And when you're long on Bitcoin, it's easier to weather these storms. And zooming out on the chart, you can see the storm. You can see the roller coaster. It's way easier not to get emotionally tied to that roller coaster when you're simply just long and you're kind of just sitting through it. Are there opportunities for accumulation? Absolutely, which is one reason why we do these technical analysis videos. So right now, let's just keep an eye on that channel that we pointed out on the daily. There it is. And referring back to my tweet, that channel is $7,497 to $7,710. Let's see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you one of those that thinks that we've seen a new lower high and now we're just going to go lower and create new lows? Or do you think we're going to break out from here based on what we just charted on the daily chart? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Let me know. Really appreciate you coming by. I will see you in the next video, and God bless.